Girls, what are your names?
Caitlin.
And Safia.
And girls, did you ever hear any kind of ghost stories at all?
Yeah.
What did you hear?
My granddad got chased by the Banshee before.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Tell me the whole story.
So my granddad touched the four corners in the handball alley and he said Hail Mary backwards, and when he was running he went into his door, and when he went into his door he saw his mum and he started screaming and crying because he thought his mum was the Banshee.
He told you that?
Yeah.
What other stories did he tell you about? Did you hear those stories?
One day my nana's friend's wife was outside and she went to the handball alley and she touched the four corners as well, and she said Hail Mary backwards, and the Banshee started chasing her around the whole island.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Did you ever hear the story about GooGoo's Hill?
Yeah,
she lives on
GooGoo's Hill.
GooGoo's Hill.
Tell me about everything about GooGoo's Hill.
So GooGoo's Hill is an urban legend where a fella died on it, and his name is GooGoo. And then if you say his name 3 times, he's supposed to haunt you.
Did you ever hear of the Green Lady?
Yeah.
What do you hear of the Green Lady?
The Green Lady, she lives in a swamp. It's like kind of a long one. And if you go a bit too close, she might drag you in. She might drag you in with her and all.
Who told you that story?
My nana.
Do you believe it?
Not really. I was like... Loads of people say it.
And the handball alley, is there a rock by the handball alley where the Banshee is supposed to be seen?
Yeah.
Tell me about that rock.
My nana told me there's her friend when he was younger, he's called Ali. He went over and sat on the rock and there was a pink comb on the rock with loads of grey hair. And my nana said the Banshee is known for having grey hair. But recently the rock has been moved over by the bankside. So it's not where it was anymore. It got moved.
Were you ever told never to pick a comb off the road?
Yeah. I saw a comb on the road.
Why were you told not to pick the comb off the road?
Because Banshee's supposed to haunt you and show a comb in your face.
Will you tell me that whole story again?
A Banshee is supposed to haunt you. If you pick up her comb, you're supposed to throw it in your face.
Were you ever always told about stepping on a crack?
You break your mama's back.
Yeah.
If you step on a crack?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go out on the road and if there's a crack and if you step on it, you're supposed to it's supposed to break your mother's back and all.
Did you ever do it? On purpose? Because your mother was annoying you?
So I got in trouble over pushing my little brother when he was a bit younger because he was annoying me. And then I went outside and I stepped on a crack because I thought it was real. And then there's another one, if you step on a stone you break your father's bone.
I tried to do that.
So then I stepped on loads of stones and loads of cracks and yeah.
Did anything happen?
The next a week after my mother's back was sore.
Do you ever hear of the Headless Horseman?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know much about him.
What do you hear about the Headless Horseman?
The Headless Horseman is supposed to go around and chasing after Banshee because Banshee stole his head. And someone I know told me he saw him. I don't believe him. He's gone crazy, him. He really is. I'm not lying.
How are you like?
Do you know Goofy goes?
Yeah.
That lives like up there. Yeah, that's who told me.
I'm sweat it in over you.
Here, speaking of funny things now, do you ever do things like you do in the weir at home and the knife falls on the floor and the mammy will go, oh, knife to the floor, knife to the door?
My nana said that yesterday because I was getting a small spoon out of my nana's purse and then the knife fell. My nana said, knife to the floor, man to the door. And then I felt like I came to the door with my cousin's delivery thing from Amazon. And he was an old man. And he gave the package to me. He goes, here you go, my love. And I just said thanks and I walked back into the door.
So it must be true then.
Yeah.
We've never told us see you wear bracelets there. We've never told you wear certain bracelets around you for look or like that.
No, but loads of people tell me I have an evil eye bracelet, but loads of people tell me they're bad luck. But I believe that they're good luck.
I thought they were supposed to be good luck.
Yeah, loads of people tell me they're bad, but I think they're good.
I heard black cats are good bad luck.
Yeah, if you ever pass a black cat, you're supposed to bless yourself.
I had black luck. No.
Just got me. What do you want to say? You had a black cat?
I had a black cat called Maynard. And I had bad luck for a long time. And I had bad luck for a good couple of years. But then he died. It was kind of funny when he died because he was like that.
Caitlin!
He was like that. And he was standing up.
He was like... Oh my god. Oh god.
Did you have to bury the cat standing up?
No, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to him after that. I gave him to my granny.
Caitlin, you gave a dead cat to your granny.
He was my granny's cat. What was I supposed to do?
I was walking past the black cat before. So it was my brother's 10th birthday, it was his 9th birthday. He's 14 now, going on 15. It was his 9th birthday and a week before he got a dog for his birthday. It was a lovely fluffy white one. So we called him Snowball and we were enjoying him. And a week before he passed away, I seen a black cat and I never blessed myself. And then I think maybe a week or two after, the dog got hit by a car. But it was kind of it was kind of the fella's fault that I was driving because he was in a van and the dog was on the footpath, but the fella came up onto the footpath and then he just drove away and I chased him in the van. was running after him and he bipped me, so I ran backwards. I got scared, so I turned around and started running backwards. And then my nana said if I stopped crying that she'd give me a favour. So I stopped crying for like 5 minutes. I got the favour, I went back crying, and then I stopped crying again and I got another favour. I just kept earning money every time I cried and stopped. So yeah. I'm buried in my back, and then I got a new bird like a month ago, and we had him in the house. He had loads of food. My brother wanted him, and then we put him out in the back. The shed door was locked, and there was loads of light. There was like that much of a gap in the roof, so like he could like get air. Not on the roof, but like above the door. And then we went out the next morning, because me and my brother went out the next morning to see did he still have food. And the cage was opened on the shed floor, and he was gone out of the cage. And the cage was closed, like there was no feathers or nothing. So we didn't find that one. But then we got a big, huge, massive cage about the height of this table. And we got another bird, and I named it Pikachu because it was lovely and yellow. And then we left him inside, but we put him in the other cage, like the small one. And then my brother put him out again. And then we went outside, and he was upside out of the cage. I was laughing, but then I was like nearly crying as well because he was like that on the side. He was just upside down like that, and he was like so then I kind of like shaked him, and he was like that, like over him getting shaked, but then he was dead. So we buried him alongside my dog. And I made him a little funeral. Made sure all my friends were there. So yeah.
We have another cat called Chestnut. You love
Oh,
Chestnut.
I love him. He's so cute.
He's so annoying. He chases you.
He always bites her toes.
One time he actually grabbed onto my toe, and I had to walk all the way up the stairs with him still on my toe. And I hate him to bits, and he gives me the worst look ever.
Nah, she
Like,
loves him.
For 5 weeks in a row, I fell down the stairs. And I couldn't stop falling down the stairs. And guess who was right there in front of the step?
Chestnut.
The cat. And then I fell up the stairs.
God, I fell up the stairs maybe 3 nights ago. Yesterday I got a shower, and I came out of the shower. And then I was walking down the stairs because my nana said she had my favourite heels, and like obviously you gotta run for them. So I was running down the stairs, and I fell on my bum, and I was at the end of the stairs, and I was looking at her like that. I was like, ah. And she was like, here, and she turned the tables out to me, and I was half crying and half eating. I was half crying, but then I was also eating potatoes. And then my baby brother, somehow, like he's 6, he's downstairs in seniors. He pulled me up somehow and gave me some chocolate, so I was good. So yeah.
I better let you girls go. Go back to class. Need to go.
It's home time.
Home time.
Woo!
Woo!
da da di da di da di da 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 di da da di da 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 di di da da di da di da dum da 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 di da di da di da 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 di da di da 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 di 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 da di